represent the city.
100%. Yeah, let's talk about like what's going on right now. Like, so you got a couple music videos out recently. I think it was your birthday too
Yeah,
recently
yeah,
too.
actually,
Happy birthday, bro.
appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. But my birthday was a couple days ago. I had just released a music video too for my new track that just came out as
Yeah.
well. All My Time. It's available on YouTube, the video, and then the track's available
Link
on
down below.
Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, whatever you want to stream it on. It's there. So go hit stream, go hit stream it. Go stream All My Time and make sure you watch the video too, because we spent a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of
PD, right?
time. Our PD,
Yeah,
that's my
bro,
guy. That's
yo,
like,
shout out PD, bro.
PD, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, PD, he's freaking a beautiful mind, man. He's a creative master. It's just insane the different elements he was able to bring to the video, and just the way he was able to craft everything together to kind of meet what I wanted for my vision for it, as well as just make it, make it as entertaining as it is, man. That's a freaking fire video. So again, shout out PD. We took a while to get that freaking figured out and done, but my man killed it, and he's gonna keep killing it too. So make sure you hit him up if you ever got like any videography, music video, storyline, any needs of those sorts. You hit up PD.
So how did you come up with the name TreyMath?
Come up with the name. It's actually there's a lot that goes into that name. It's kind of special to me in its own sense, because TreyMath is actually an acronym for treasure, reality, enjoy yourself, manifest anything that happens. Because in my head, I believe that's what life's about: treasuring.
Oh, repeat that. You said it's
treasure,
reality,
enjoy yourself,
manifest
anything that happens, man. Manifest all that happens, everything.
What was I gonna ask? So the math part, is that like, where does that part come from?
Like
because there's Trey and then math.
So or is the manifest all that happens?
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking it was the whole like, okay, I see.
No, you good, bro. Yeah. No, you manifest all that. Do you know what manifestation is?
Manifest. Oh, like you like. How do I say? It's hard to explain. Like you have to kind of like believe like what you want is gonna happen.
You gotta believe it, man. If you believe something will happen, bro, in my head it's gonna happen. You have the power over your life, over your reality, over everything. It all comes from your mind. It all stems from right up there. So once you can get your head in that space, bro, anything's possible. And that's what the name means, bro. That's what I am, bro. I'm a symbol of that. I'm gonna be, just like I said, a symbol that no matter what you believe, as long as you believe in yourself, you can make it happen. Anything can happen, man. That's what I want people to know. Like, not believe. I want them to know that when they look at me. I don't want it to be like a little, oh, he says this, he thinks this. Like, no, that's the symbol I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be that hope for everybody. 100%. So like that's where all that stems from.
I rate that. That's sick though. That's sick though.
That's real. We're just kind of spitting to each other, and she was like, "Where'd you come up with that?" And I told her, and she was like, "Oh, that's crazy. You got to tell people." And I was like, "No, I keep it to myself for now. I keep it." But yeah, that's kind of where TreyMath came from.
Okay, 100%. Yeah, like tell us a little bit more about your music. Like, how long have you been doing it for?
Doing music, been doing it for about 2, 3. I'd push maybe 3, about 2 years at this point. Consistently, I've been at it for about half a year, I'd say. The first little while I was doing it was more of a find your sound, find who you are as an artist, 100%. Just develop time. But consistently grinding, probably about half a year at this.
Yeah, so what was the process like of finding your sound?
Process of finding the sound?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'd say it really came down to figuring out who I am and what I want from myself and from rap, from making music, what I want to get from it, where I see myself, who I see listening to myself, just the kind of feedback I got from people, what I enjoyed doing. That was a big thing. Obviously, you got to enjoy doing what you do. Otherwise, it turns into a job. It's not fun, entertaining no more. It's just a job, man. You might as well work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that really went into it, and I'd say just a lot of trial and error. Definitely the biggest part, man. It's trial and error. You make something, and then I'd ask, 10, 15 people. Yo, is this it? Is this it? And, you know, obviously you get some yes men who are just gonna tell you, yeah, it's good, it's good. But then like you get some real friends who are gonna give you honest feedback and tell you like, man, now you gotta brush it up here, you gotta do that. Or it's not even like you have to. It's just like it would sound better if you did this, and that just kind of stimulates different ideas and gets you going on different kind of paths and routes, and opens up whole new doors. So, you know, my friends were able to open up those doors for me, and I was just, you know, they can give you as much information as you want or as they want. It's possible, bro, but it really comes down to how much you want to listen to it. So I'd say I did a good job at listening to just the feedback they gave me and all that in that sense, and kind of came up with a finished product at this point now. Yeah.
And an interesting point you made about like, you know, it's like there's people that are yes men and there's people that are like actually telling you like truth. Like, how do you differentiate, like, for example, like obviously you want your friend to tell you the truth, but how can you tell, like, differentiate between like dudes that are just hating and then there's like actual constructive like criticism? Do you think there's like, is it obvious to know, or like?
I think, you know, a lot of the times it might not be obvious. I'd say it's actually it's like 50-50, my man, because the hates, it really depends how you look at hate is the thing. People can say they don't like something, but you know, if there's something in there that can help you just transform it into not something they like, but something that kind of appeals to a wider kind of range of people, then it's not hate, man. That's constructive criticism right there, you know. But some people, obviously, I you know, I'd be scrolling on Instagram sometimes, I see new songs and hits better on mute, you know. There's no real constructive criticism in that. But again, some people just talk to talk, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be able to, like, you got to be able to just kind of see what you should listen to and what you shouldn't, man. Because if you listen to all the people that talk to talk, you'll be listening all day. That's simple, bro.
Actually, you know what? Off camera, we actually had some pretty good conversation about, like, it's kind of next in here too, about like whether or not like strangers support you and whatnot.
Oh yeah, hey. Yeah. We did talk. Like we were talking about, I'd say it's you know, you definitely do get a healthy, surprising number of strangers, people that just, you know, have they had no clue you existed before your music or your content, whatever you're doing, supporting you. And it's a good feeling, because the only thing you're adding to that person's life is your creation, your content, your music, your whatever it may be. And for them to feel strongly enough about it to support you, to go out of the way to follow, message, like, you know, just show you that they care and that it's for something, it means a lot. So like there's a good amount of people that are doing that, but then on the, you know, can't knock them, I guess. Could get your bag, but like, wow, you just gotta evaluate that.
Like what really matters to you and all that stuff.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah, well, perfectly put.
Yeah. Another question I have for you too is do you make your own beats, or are they just like you have a producer and all that? Like,
so for my beats, I don't make. It's funny you asked that. I tried becoming a producer when I first started making music. I wanted to make my own beats, and I thought, man, I was just very naive going into it. I thought that you kind of just throw some sounds together and you got a beat. I didn't realize just how complicated that got. And I found that it was taking time from taking my own creative process, time I had for music and other aspects. So it was taking like all that time. So I just kind of had to cut that out, leave that to professionals, people who know what they're doing. And I got producers now. I don't make my own stuff. It's not a single producer though. I work with, well, actually every song I have out right now has a different producer, to a different person I've worked with. And then there's a couple that I'm working with right now. So yeah, it's not me, but it's definitely not one person. A lot of people have been contributing to what I'm doing.
100%. We talked about this on camera too, but like it was like you made a lyric in the Waiting Up was like, I ain't no August, but a nigga May.
Oh yeah, I know August, but a nigga May. Yeah. Yeah,
I was man. Like, damn, this guy calling out Will Smith. What do you think about the whole Will Smith situation?
No. Shout out Will, man. I think there's a lot of stuff that shouldn't be public.
Yeah.
And that whole dynamic, that whole relationship, that whole
Yeah.
situation is just one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
it's public, so everybody has an opinion when everybody shouldn't, because it's not their situation.
So another question I have for you too, like with these like music videos and like with the and like your overall music, like how do you what is the process of like coming up with like lyrics and stuff? Is it like life experience or is it just stuff like how do you come up with all this?
I'd say there's definitely a lot of life experience in there, man.
Okay.
I haven't lived a boring life by any means to this point. I'm only 22, man.
Yeah.
I've experienced a lot of stuff, and I definitely bring that to the table when I'm creating. But it's also, I'm a very kind of, I don't want to, what's the empathetic person. I feel for people. I understand people's situations a lot. I can easily step into another person's shoes.
Mm.
And so some of my songs are just, you ever like write somebody a long message letting them know like you get what they're going through, you're there for them, like, but
Mm-hmm.
you haven't personally gone through that, but you understand that you're there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about some of my songs like that, bro. It's a message to the people. Like, I know, I like, I haven't been in your shoes, but I'm there for you, man. This track is there for you. People are there for you. Everything's there for you. That type of thing. No matter what, like, it could be a happy message, a sad message. It doesn't matter. But definitely it comes from experience as well as just my empathy for kind of different situations and
Mm.
circumstances. Lots of experience, though. I think that's probably a lot of it. It's just kind of things I've gone through, things I know I will go through,
Mm-hmm.
just things I've noticed in myself. A lot of my lyrics are actually kind of not personal problems, but just my ways of venting about myself and my life in like a lyrical,
Yeah,
melodic way,
melodical way. Yeah. 'Cause, yeah, I
we
noticed
do
there's
it.
some variety because I listen to some of your music, and I noticed there's a variety. Like there's, for example, "Waiting Up" is more of a boom boom, like here I am kicking on the door type shit, and
Yeah.
then you got the what's it called? I can't remember the lyrics, but it's like love, love, sick, love, sick. It's
Oh,
like
love sicker, is he growing sick? Rolling, man.
yeah,
Rolling just
yeah,
came out too a couple of weeks
uh
ago,
huh.
actually. Make sure you stream Rolling too. That's
Stream rolling.
that's a banger, man. You hear that little because
Mm,
I honestly, like I said, I just jumped into the game thinking it was
yeah.
gonna be a cakewalk. You throw some words on a beat and you got a song, but it's not like that. Anybody watching who thinks that's what rapping is, that's what making music is, anything along those lines, is not. It's a lot more complicated. There's so many factors that go into it, but it's rewarding in the end. There's nothing like a feeling of taking a melody, a beat, just an idea, a thought in your head, and turning it into something beautiful, something that you can share with people. So it's all worth it in the end, but there's definitely a lot that goes into it, man. A lot.
You just let them know again where can to find
So
you.
on Instagram at TreyMath, Spotify, man, Twitter, literally every platform, streaming or social media at TreyMath. Make sure you touch my YouTube too, because we just got new video that came out, and we're only gonna be putting more stuff out, like I said.
Yeah, I can't wait either. We're gonna see more TreyMath this year,
Yes,
hundred
sir.
percent,
Yes, sir.
100p.